Hey everyone, in today's video we are looking at tomorrow's major severe weather outbreak for the north. Before we could get into the video, be sure to subscribe to this channel if you are new and turn on post notifications so you won't miss a single upload or live stream on the channel. Right now we are looking at the Storm Prediction Center outlook for tomorrow, June 10th. So this will be for Thursday, and as you can see, they have issued an enhanced risk for severe storms across portions of the Dakotas, Nebraska, and Montana. This is where you can see the most widespread severe weather throughout tomorrow. We also have a slight risk around that enhanced risk, which is a level 2 out of 5. That enhanced is a level 3 out of 5. And we also have a marginal risk for severe storms, which is a level 1 out of 5. There's a tornado threat for tomorrow, and as you can see, they have issued a 5% risk for tornadoes, again, across portions of the Dakotas, Colorado, and Montana. We also have another 2% risk for tornadoes within those same areas, however, now including portions of Nebraska. Wind threat for tomorrow is a 30% hatched risk. This is where you can see upwards of 70 miles per hour and greater within that red and hatched areas. So definitely tomorrow's going to be a very dangerous day, especially for winds and even hail. We can see some very large hail, upwards of softball size hail can be possible tomorrow in the red shaded areas. Here's the future radar for tomorrow. Right now we do have some storms up to the north, more extreme northeastern North Dakota here. Those are some very isolated storms. They're not really going to do much as they enter Canada. We're going to see some storms throughout the day here, especially in northern Minnesota here throughout the day. Those are mainly going to be hail and wind makers. But those, you can even see some stronger storms in there, especially into the evening hours. So definitely keep an eye on those if you do live in northern Minnesota. But as we move on through Thursday, so it'll be the early morning hours of Thursday around 8 a.m. We're going to move forward here even more to around lunchtime. We're seeing pretty much nothing out in the northern United States. Maybe some thunderstorms over in northern Wisconsin. But as we move forward here into more of the later afternoon hours, so this will be around 5 or 6 p.m., we see those supercells developing up across the border of Montana and North Dakota. And those continue to move in northeastern direction. And by the time we reach around the 9 p.m. time frame, we see more of a linear type of storm developing here, and those form into a massive line of storms. That's why we have that maxed out wind and hail threat for tomorrow, and those continue east. I mean, absolutely massive line of storms. I definitely won't be able to cover this. I may leave a live stream overnight for this, but I may not be able to cover these storms here. But that continues here. Very large line of storms, and this could very well be a very short-lived derecho here. As you can see, that reaches around the eastern North Dakota around 3 or 4 a.m. And you're still seeing the line of storms still moving through now Iowa by 6 a.m. of Friday. This could definitely be a very well derecho here, and that now moves into portions of Kansas by the time we reach in the morning hours of Friday. And still, the line is still ongoing there by the time we reach in the lunchtime of Friday. Let's go ahead and move over to the central U.S. So we can get a deeper look at this, how long this tracks. So we move over to Friday here, and as you can see, that line is still going here and reaches Kansas City around just after 12 p.m. of Friday. And then we even reach into more, well, that's about the farthest we can go, but 12 p.m. Friday, that thing is still going strong. It's definitely very weakened, especially in the northern part of the line, but that southern part of the line is still going strong there. So this could definitely be a very well derecho event. Now, as we look at our CAPE values, so this will be the energy within the atmosphere, very high up in the atmosphere, or actually just at the surface. So this will be very close to the ground here, that energy within the atmosphere here. As we move on through, when these storms start to really develop, we see this CAPE really skyrocket up to 4,500 and even 5,000 joules per kilogram up in there. And we move forward even more. That weakens, of course, because those storms are taking all of that energy in. But we're still seeing 4,000 joules per kilogram by 9 p.m. You don't usually see that much energy by 9 p.m., especially in the north. This is a very definite rare event for the north. I mean, it's very north. You could see these, of course, over here in the plains. But this is in the very extreme northern plains. So this is pretty rare for this type of area to get a derecho here. And as you can see that line just taking in all of that cape, eating it up, and just producing very strong winds and even some large hail. You're seeing even upwards of 3,000 joules per kilogram. So anywhere of this line that reaches this type of area is going to see some very large hail, especially because it is around 6 a.m. You don't usually see 3,000 joules per kilogram at 6 a.m. So that'll be, of course, 6 a.m. at a Friday. Move forward even more, and we're still seeing a bunch of cape. That's why that southern part has enough energy to really keep going by the time it reaches that Kansas City area. And you're still seeing upwards of 3,000 to 4,000 joules per kilogram of energy within the atmosphere by 12 p.m. of Friday. Now here's our significant tornado parameters, and this is the kind of risk for tornadoes. And I mean, we are seeing upwards of 6 to 8. This is definitely could be a very serious situation, especially if these do form to discrete supercells, which the first part of these storms will be discrete supercells, but it will form to a line later on. But by around 7 p.m., you were seeing upwards of 8 or 6. Last time I saw this was back around March 25th, which we had our high risk for severe weather, especially for those tornadoes. But let's scroll back up here. As you can see, we're seeing 6 to 8, even 9.1 in there. Very serious tornado parameters. 4,000 cape. I mean, you are seeing that cap in there. But 30 shear, 4,000 cape. That's definitely some pretty serious tornado parameters. And those even increase upwards of 8 to 9 in here. So that's pretty much 100% chance, or around a 90% chance to see a tornado in the 50-mile radius of this area. And that definitely weakens throughout the overnight hours. So it doesn't look like we're going to see much of a tornado threat for the overnight hours, but definitely a hail and wind threat. But we definitely could see still some spin-up tornadoes within that line of storms. But mainly it's going to be those very strong winds and very large hail within those line of storms instead of tornadoes for the overnight hours. But if you did enjoy the forecast for this major severe weather outbreak for the north, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new, and to our post notifications so you won't miss a single upload or live stream on the channel. But anyways, stay safe.